To yourself.
The recording has begun, and we are live.
I bet Gwen Stefani sucks at sex.
I disagree at that.
Sean,
There's a music video where she is sweaty doing push-ups on stage.
Yeah, that
ripped.
helps.
Don't speak.
That helps.
Speak.
That supports my argument that she sucks at sex.
Sean thinks she's rocking.
Well, I'm saying like
Because if you were, hold on a second, if you were good at sex, you wouldn't have to try so hard to work out. You wouldn't have to try so hard to get sweaty. Like, oh, look at me, look out. You could just be good at sex.
See, I think she was good.
You could just get down on the dick and then you
Now
don't have to worry about anything else.
It's boring.
Yeah, well,
She's with a country
she left
star.
fucking Gavin Rossdale, which is fucking dumb.
And by the way, Gavin Rossdale would hang on to a girl if she was good at sex. You know Gavin.
I know Gavin.
That's what I'm saying. She's with
You know that
country guy.
you know that British Gavin. Derek tries too hard to be funny or relevant. Ban that
All
guy
right,
for
ban.
life.
I agree.
Hey, you got it.
Do you guys
Ban that
choose?
guy for life.
What do you guys think?
Hey,
Ban.
hey, that's a
Ban.
that's a
Ban.
funny action that's
can't
relevant
say
to this
that.
conversation. Ban.
Kevin, can you just nod yes or no, or no, or I guess nod yes or shake no.
Anyways,
Ban
I just
not.
get the vibe that Gwen Stefani doesn't have sex good because she's always like,
Say no more.
Rocksteady! You know, she's always screaming, being out there, being. Why are you trying so hard? Basically, if you were good at doing it,
Well, you would know about that, according to that guy.
you wouldn't have to try so hard.
Well,
See?
So,
She probably sucks now.
thank you.
but back in the day, when
Blake
she was doing
Sheldon.
those push-ups,
Who's
Blake Lively, more
that-
like it.
What?
Like to see
what
that.
is this? Yeah, no.
Have you heard the latest with No Doubt, like the band No Doubt?
I'm sure they
The
love
other
it.
two-
They
guys?
finally just announced, all right, we're touring without her.
What?
Like, they've been trying to get it going for so long, so they
How do
did
you-
it, and I
well,
think they
yeah,
got,
She's
hey,
not the
are you ready
original
for
singer.
Yeah, it's true.
Her
she's
brother,
not.
right?
Yeah, who killed himself, actually.
Ooh,
Well, they
Sean.
have a new singer.
Sean.
What happened?
From what I
I
understand,
never heard that before.
That's
from
true.
what I understand,
Yeah.
it's the guy from AFI.
Oh, fuck you.
What?
Dexter Gray?
Is that his
I
name?
don't think
I,
that's his name.
whoever the lead singer is of AFI,
If you said
I
it,
ran
I'd
into him at
recognize it,
Comic-Con.
Would Derek bang her though? Of course.
Yeah, we're not being picky.
Come on, I'm not sexist.
Yeah.
Okay,
He would have sex. He's
I'm
not
equal
against it.
opportunity. I'm an ally.
Hey,
Okay,
so what you're saying is No Doubt.
There
Yeah, no doubt.
that's what you're
is
saying, buddy.
a lot of people out there. The guy from AFI is who you got to be, no doubt.
Well, I think
now.
you need to really
Look,
appease the fan base. I think you need a
being
female
good
singer.
at sex isn't the
so.
only important thing in the world. It's just one thing.
But it is an important one.
It's just one thing, and it's not even that important.
Yeah.
I don't
it's not
know.
that
Eric,
important.
what do you think?
Is it important to be good at sex? Question of the week.
That's a podcast question of the week.
Podcast question of the week. Is it really that important?
It's probably nice.
You
right?
wouldn't
Hey,
know.
you know what?
I
though?
wouldn't know.
Hey, if you're too good at it,
Yeah, tell me, because
it can cause problems.
You have this problem.
I don't.
This
know-
guy has this
I
problem.
don't know what you're saying.
What sex problem do you have, Garrett?
I've known this guy for fucking years, and I've
decade.
seen this problem happen.
Sometimes if you're too good,
He's so good.
it'll drive him nuts.
It messes with the head. And I'm not going to say it messes with the girls' heads, because I believe if he had sex with a man, if he had
Yeah.
sex with a dog,
Oh, yeah.
if he had sex with a fucking gray alien from deep space, the gray alien from deep space
Extraterrestrial,
would get his
gray.
head spun, and he'd start going crazy
I
about
got
Garrett.
moves. I got intergalactic moves.
He would start using his spaceship to watch you when you're going around like, oh, who's Garrett talking to today? Oh, who's the person working at 7-Eleven that
They'd be
Garrett
like,
talked to too much?
Get ready for a probe. I'd back up.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the
Thank you for
problem.
that
When
to
you're
me.
when you're too good at sex, your partners get crazy for you.
Yeah.
It's like you're
Yeah.
a drug and they become addicted to you, and when they don't get their drug, they start going through withdrawals.
Yeah,
they
it's
get
like
fiendish.
It's like that scene in Ray where Ray Charles is all like on the bed.
Yeah, heroin
Yeah.
overdose.
Yeah.
Except I don't think he wanted dick in that movie.
That's not.
Did he?
No.
I didn't see it. Somebody.
I didn't
either.
see it, so I can't
didn't
say.
see it.
Maybe
I
he
don't know.
was blind. He didn't know what he
But
wanted.
I don't speak of things I don't
Yeah,
know
like
about.
he's like, I like whatever this is.
Yeah.
So it's too dangerous.
Wait,
I don't give
I have
it
to
away.
go
yeah,
blind. Hold
it's-
on.
yeah, he stopped.
Can I see your sunglasses?
Yeah, here you go.
It's maybe
Do a
he's
Ray
like,
thing.
what is this?
Yeah.
You know, like that's my Ray Charles.
Yeah,
Thanks,
could be,
man.
it could be Ray Charles is blind. He could be sucking on a metronome.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he thinks it's the microphone. He's like, I want a good vocal. The thrill is gone.
He thinks it's the microphone.
The thrill is gone away.
Sorry, Ray. That's just my dick with a microphone sock on
Didn't
it.
he sing the Joy of Pepsi?
Yeah,
the Pepsi theme.
He was in a
Yeah.
Pepsi commercial.
He thought he was sucking down a Pepsi. He thought he was sucking down a crystal.
Sucking down something
every
else.
piece of Pepsi.
Ray Charles. People. Hey, podcast question of the week is not a question. Photoshop Ray Charles sucking down a piece of Crystal Pepsi.
The podcast question of the week is being good at sex important?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the
That is the
podcast
question.
challenge
Photoshop
of the
of the
week.
week.
Podcast challenge.
Photoshop of the week. We should
Photoshop
start
of the
that.
week. I don't want it to be Ray Charles because I think that might be disrespectful. But can we have the actor who last represented Ray Charles,
Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
the
Jamie
comedian.
Foxx with a
sure,
Crystal
sure.
Pepsi or something.
Sure.
I'm in need.
You know, I kind of like having the challenge of the week because last week we had one where you
dirt
brought
or
up
race
dirt
or
or
rash.
rash
Yeah.
or whatever, and people made those games.
And I put them in the podcast.
Yeah, I tweeted
Yeah,
some
retweeted those
fantastic fan art.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh man, fuck, that was weird. Theme song.
I'm a lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides a lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side. I'm just trying to be a lonely horseman. Horseman, 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 lonely horseman.
All right, and that, if you're watching this on Tuesday, you just heard Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande.
You actually just heard Lonely Horseman.
What do you
Guaranteed
mean?
confirmed.
No edits?
Wow.
No edits.
All in camera
Hey,
edits.
You're not going to
today.
do Ariana Grande's Dangerous
That
Woman?
could be the next week's theme song.
We can do in-camera edits though, like Kevin could close the shutters on the camera, like we say cut right here.
Yeah.
I was listening.
There you go.
All right, good.
Nice.
In-camera edits.
Classic.
I was listening to the radio and Ariana Grande came on talking
Yeah.
about her new single, Dangerous Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said, when I started doing music, I was 16. I didn't know very much. Now I'm 22 and
Whoa.
I know a lot more. That's why I'm a dangerous woman.
Whoa.
Nice.
So
That's 8 years.
Imagine-
Yeah.
According to my math.
I've been doing MEGA64 for like 13 years. That makes me like you.
Dangerous man.
You're fucking
No.
deadly.
I'm beyond dangerous man.
Yeah, you're an
I'm like
assassin.
Death Lord extraordinaire.
Like the Grim
Yeah,
Reaper.
Grim Reaper. Why do you think I say that?
You're the Grim Reaper. I'm Death Lord extraordinaire.
Yeah.
When
What am
Ari-
I? I'm a special guest.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
Special death.
Hey, she was on SNL last night, and she was legitimately really good. That's not a joke. Her impressions were so good. Legitimately,
she was
in
legitimate.
sketches?
She
Was she-
hosted and performed.
She was on like a
Wait,
kid
is she
show.
a pop music?
No,
Yeah.
well, she originally was like a child actor.
Is she
who
a
started
pop
singing.
music?
Does she do pop music? Excuse me.
It's like Miley Cyrus. You know, she was on that show.
Is she a pop?
Same thing.
She a pop star,
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Whenever. Yeah, Derek.
I think it's
Derek's the
funny.
only one correcting me.
No, I'm not correcting you. I'm repeating you.
No, that's true.
Is she a pop music? Anyways, what were you saying?
but anyway, no, her impressions were like way better than you would ever have expected.
Wow.
And she is a good singer, whatever. But anyway, yeah, it was shocking.
When she sings, she sounds stuffed up to me. It's really nasally.
She sounds like she says her R's is W's.
Is that what it is? It sounds fucking weird.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Now, did you know what shows she was on before?
I do.
A bunch of Nickelodeon.
You did.
shows
Well,
and
you have
stuff like
kids, so
that.
there's an
Yeah,
excuse.
yeah. It was Sam and Cat.
I feel like for a while you followed some Disney stars around.
Did you?
Yeah, this guy.
Oh,
This guy
Am
was
I
like,
right?
You
he
follow-
was
yeah, you follow him
obsessed.
around or
Hey,
what?
real quick, the first person who ever told me about Demi Lovato.
Yeah, Rocco, Selena.
Rocco.
Miss Gomez, yeah.
Miss Gomez.
Rocco. Ariana
Rocco.
Grande
I feel like
too.
you know Ariana
I didn't hear about her
star.
except from Rocco.
Yeah.
You know about the teen pop stars.
It's not.
Yeah, hey,
No,
hey
it's
Rocco,
nothing-
and according to Garrett, you follow them around.
Hey,
Yeah, I follow them around.
It's
Hello,
not gonna be-
Selena Gomez. Hello, I'm very attracted to you.
It's not. Whoa! I didn't. Whoa!
Head over heels in love with her.
I like younger women, and I know you like younger men. I'm very head over heels for you. This was a video, right?
Video. And this fucking creepy ass guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen this video. I think
Confessing
Rocco is
his
just saying
love
this.
for Selena Gomez, with Selena Gomez pictures in the background. He kept going.
It's not John DeGracia's video. Is
over heels, in love with her. Selena Gomez.
Radass Badass has a video out there.
Yeah.
But that was of Demi Lovato.
That is Demi
And
Lovato.
let me say that
See, Rocco, you guys got
this
stuff
Selena
to talk.
Gomez tribute video was when she was like 15.
Yeah, it was a long time.
16.
It was a while back.
Okay.
It was super creepy.
No, but you don't necessarily like their music or like their shows. You just enjoy watching them.
Stop.
What the
Please. Get on my level or get on my level or stay on the curb. Hey, I want to say real quick. I want to say this before we get too far into this. This podcast is, as we kind of joked about a minute ago, this podcast is raw. Okay, we are doing this very off the cuff, no edits, no editing. What is going on is we are all going on various trips this week, and so we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. We were going to have to cancel. We were going to not do a podcast, but we said instead, let's do one, and we'll just set it. We'll set it out there, and we'll upload it raw, and be on our way, rather than not do one at all, because that would be lame.
People like it raw sometimes.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's what we're putting out here. No edits, no filters.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
And we are still working on a few different things. I know there's been some stuff with the audio and like things like that. We have ordered all kinds of new equipment that we haven't implemented yet. We're going to be getting that going probably by the next one, give or take, whatever. But anyway, we're still figuring that stuff out. I got a lot of emails about like I don't like the audio or the audio, whatever. Some of them are like angry on a level I can't really.
I don't like that.
I can't really.
You gotta
understand.
keep it. If you're gonna be in our world, gotta keep it positive.
But here's the thing. You gotta just work with us. We don't know shit about any of this stuff.
Anything.
We're kind of just. We're just kind of a few people who like goofing around on a camera, and we don't know all this technical stuff. So we're learning. So please be patient with us. We are getting that stuff. And it will be better. It will definitely be even better than it is now. But
we've learned a lot along the way.
True.
Yeah,
From
absolutely.
From previous sets to previous podcast setups.
Yeah.
And we've spent a significant amount of money on equipment along the way. We've constantly been upgrading it.
Right.
So
when it comes to all that kind of
we are learning.
technical stuff, we are still learning. But anyway, we have a lot of cool stuff on the way and things.
Deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you need someone to be mad at me. I'm working on it. That's it.
I'm not mad at you. No one should be mad at you.
Don't be mad at Eric.
You can. That's okay. Just don't be mad at the show. Be mad at me.
He's
I'm
here
fine
in
with
his
that.
spare time, guys. Why
Yeah.
are you mad at him?
Yeah, I'm not fucking mad at Eric.
He doesn't need this shit.
Hey, if you're in our universe, keep it posy. I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Be posy.
Sean is saying it.
So there
You
go.
can be neggy. I give you permission.
Don't be naggy.
Keep it neggy.
Okay, this is size posy.
I don't like the way you say that.
Neggy.
You should try saying neggy, Garrett. It rolls off the tongue real nice.
Neggy.
No, I don't like it.
When I act neggy, all the people around me get neggy. You know what I mean? It's cool to be cruel.
You
That's
gotta
true.
be.
That's true.
It's cool to be cruel. Remember
Did
that.
you guys see Spider-Man's fucking eyes?
How do they do that? How you gonna
What the
fucking
fuck?
There's no suit that squints
You
eyes.
seriously want to talk about Spider-Man's eyes?
What happened?
Not
No.
Do you seriously
really.
want to talk about Spider-Man's eyes?
I don't.
I think let's talk about Spider-Man's eyes.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
fuck those
okay.
eyes.
Well, now that we're doing it.
Personally, look,
get
I
neggy.
don't. All right, let me first and foremost, and I want to make this crystal clear.
Yeah.
Listen up. If you hear nothing else about this conversation, listen to this. I don't really fucking care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Fuck yeah.
That being
Wow,
said,
Derek cares too much.
Stop caring.
I don't care really. But that being said, I think it's dumb that Spider-Man's eyes move. I think that's stupid. His suit doesn't make sense to me that his eyes would move. Doesn't make sense. Now I read a very long-winded explanation online
I've seen him. I said,
about how Peter Parker actually designed the suit to use like shutters, like camera shutters in layers on the eyes, so it's like an aperture closing. And if you listen closely, you can actually hear the mechanics
fuck
working.
off.
And I just want to reiterate, I don't fucking care. I don't like it. But also, if you're in that boat of, no, it's cool because da-da-da-da-da, I just think, like, yeah, and why did Peter Parker do that?
Because he can zoom in.
Why was it so important that Peter Parker built
cool.
camera lenses in his eyes so he could
enemies-
Can I
smirk at
ask
people?
you, since you're feeling that way, can I
Yeah,
ask
go ahead.
you something?
What?
He's a man spider
Yeah.
that gets summoned by a man in a robot suit to steal a magic shield off a guy frozen in ice.
Yeah.
And the biggest complaint was about eyes that moved on a costume.
Yes.
Good point.
So I'm just curious where it stops and starts with what we believe and what we don't.
I'll tell you exactly why.
Yeah,
Good
I'll
point.
let him say, 'cause I actually
Good
do.
point.
I actually do agree
Good
with
point.
Derek on
You
this.
snarky fucker.
Whoa.
Not trying to be snarky, just
No, it's okay.
No, I'll tell you.
All right.
And
The
it's
audio sucks because of you.
it's actually what I was just saying a moment
It's what he
ago.
was just saying and stay home tomorrow. Go ahead.
Thank you. You can explain cool stuff if it improves the story, but when you start going down this path of explaining irrelevant shit, the story doesn't hinge on whether Peter Parker can squint his eyes or not. So to develop a whole backstory as to why he can squint his eyes is really moving away from anything that fucking matters at all in this movie. That's why.
Then why have a complaint? Then why have a complaint about it moving or not moving if it's not contingent on the story? I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm curious where it stops and starts, where people's complaints begin and end.
I'm saying, it's because people have an experience with Spider-Man that goes back to the 60s, and people are already familiar with Spider-Man, and when you start changing stuff, people get upset.
But you're not changing anything. His eyes moved in the comics.
Okay, then I'm not changing anything. Sorry. Then I'm wrong, Eric. I just want to say I was wrong, and Eric shut me down.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be contentious. I'm just curious.
Eric,
Because
devil's
there's
advocate question for you.
There's just like a lot of...
Because I don't know shit, okay, about Spider-Man especially. I don't know anything. But his eyes moved in the comics, but was it some technical aperture thing that made them move?
Just the way
or
they-
was this the
No,
way
there
they
was
drew
no
it?
explanation.
No, it was just they
Yeah.
were drawn big.
You
and then
can
drawn
show
short.
emotion when Peter's got
Sure.
the costume on
Now-
by him squinting his eyes and stuff, so
Right.
they would illustrate it that way.
Right, which makes... So I feel
Which
like...
now that his suit does that is throwing people off because
Right.
the other movies didn't do it.
Sure.
I think what you're saying though, Derek, is we had a discussion about things that are obviously
Relevant. To me, it's just a matter of
When you
relevance,
see it in the trailer, it's like, whoa, how's that possible? And the only answer is this giant comic book explanation that doesn't feel sincere or real. Not even real. Not that everything in a movie has to be real, but it doesn't feel like... I used the example when I was talking to Derek about, to me, the perfect example of movie kind of logic in action is Jurassic Park. None of Jurassic Park is remotely possible.
Right.
But man, every step of it feels so perfectly like... It feels like, okay, this is false, but I feel like I could do this. Like I see I see how they're doing this with the blood from mosquitoes, and they're setting this up, and they're doing that. It feels completely within this universe logical that they would do that. And I think having how is he controlling his eyes? Well, he developed a system to wink. I don't really understand why he spent all that. I don't really get why
it
that's
pulls
there.
you out.
It's not like you could give me the comic book explanation, but I'm just kind of like he developed that for 6 months.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
what
it sticks out
I
because
don't know.
masks don't do that. And then you explain
just
why
sticks
this
out,
mask
yeah.
does it, and it's like, well, now you've explained why this mask exists. Is this what the movie's about?
Doesn't really
Again.
bother me, but they could change. They've been known to change stuff from trailers to like a final film release.
No, I don't care if they change stuff.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
see the
care
final
if they
film
change stuff.
anyways.
I don't care if they change stuff. It's just a matter of like that Jurassic Park example. Even if stuff doesn't exist in real life, it just needs to feel true and hit you in the gut. And
Yeah.
the squinting thing, it just rings false. It just people see that, and it kind of just in the back of their mind sets off this thing of like, well, that's not right. And then you get this whole explanation of like, no, it actually is right because, and it's like, well, I'm just gonna go with my gut.
Yeah. Again, don't care.
No, I do care now.
I don't care. I don't care.
invested.
I thought I liked the trailer. It almost didn't need that Spider-Man thing at the end. I think up until then, it was just like, hey, here's the new Superman jerk off character
Superman jerk off
extraordinaire like Marvel film you're gonna get. All of them fighting and boom, Captain America 3. I think like at the end throwing the Spider-Man thing on, I get it why it made everyone go nuts because we got Sony crossover now and the squinting thing though. Yeah, just...
I was gonna say though, that all aside that we talked about, I thought it looked great. I thought that costume was like that looks like old Spider-Man. I thought that looked great.
He's a lot younger in some of the more recent comics.
Yeah. And
it seemed to have a really young voice in that trailer.
Yeah. When I saw the actor that they picked, I'm kind of like, man, they kind of just keep getting torpier, huh? I was kind of surprised by that, but
that's all right.
But I don't know.
Parker was always like a little nerdy science kid.
But I was just purely like how the costume looked in the shot. I thought was really cool. I thought it looked like the old. I feel like we're in a phase now of. I feel like we're in a phase now of it being acceptable. Like, we went through a long cycle of, oh, you're doing a movie of this character? All right, put him in black leather and armor. And you know what I mean? And I feel like we're just now getting out of it. Mm-hmm. Where now, okay, we have a new Batman. He's just in gray with the thing. Really? He's not in armor? He's just in gray and with the bat on. Wow, okay. And now we got Spider-Man, and it's just a jumpsuit. There's no black rubber webbing, metallic eyes. It's like, yeah, we're kind of just, it's kind of, we're out of this, like, it's gotta be dark phase. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, the X-Men movies, beating that. I think the fucking leather X-Men costumes were so bad.
I just remember being in high school and seeing the first one, and them going, what were you expecting? Yellow spandex? And I remember sitting there thinking, you should have committed. Yeah,
but in first class, you kind of got that. And it was a little better. It was a little more familiar to source material, but it was still like I didn't really like it.
Yeah,
I for what it's worth, all the Avengers and all the movie spin-offs from that series, their costumes have always been like Thor's costume is
they all look pretty good.
Exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, they're not again. I think that was the one of the first feet out of the black leather zone.
Yes.
And I remember even when Batman Begins came out, I mean, I loved all those Nolan Batman movies.
Yeah.
But even when Batman Begins came out, I remember him having the armor thinking the rest of this movie was so sincere and like kind of like, what am I trying to say? It was all very homegrown how he created Batman and all this stuff. So when he was all like finally armored up in the suit, I remember thinking kind of like, that's kind of like old Batman. You know what I mean? Like that. Like we're still in the Michael Keaton gotta have armor era, and even then, I was kind of thinking like it would have been kind of cool if they maybe just kind of simplified that. It wasn't armor, and I like that. I like that we're getting out of that now. Now again, some people are pointing it out. It's true. Batman versus Superman still looks like it's trying way too hard with the dark kind of whatever thing. But I'm saying we're kind of walking out of it. Like we're not there necessarily, but again, that Batman is different. You know what I'm saying.
Soon we'll be getting like Flash Gordon revival. Really colorful.
Let me tell you though, as someone who doesn't follow the movies, I see what people on Facebook, whatever. Mm-hmm. People are very excited.
They are very
which
excited.
I kind of am jealous of. Like I'm not excited at all. But people being excited for the new Civil War or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Or Suicide Squad
or whatever. People are so excited. It's like, man, I don't feel that excitement. I'm almost jealous. Like that would be cool to be excited, not excited about something, but whatever. But I have no idea what the fuck is going on anymore. Like all I'm absorbing is these trailers that are pushed in my face. And at this point, things are so fucking crazy. Like, man, I jumped off this train a long time ago. I don't know where we are anymore. I don't know what the hell is happening.
Serious business.
It's very serious, and I don't get any of it. But
there's
that's
so much money behind it. It makes.
I don't know if that's true. Actually,
what I was just gonna say what. No,
I don't know if there's a lot of money in these movies.
When I say Batman doesn't have armor anymore, I don't mean literally that he doesn't have armor. I mean just the molded black whatever.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, some people do.
Oh well,
anyway.
well, fuck them.
Yeah, they don't deserve.
Crack a book.
Doesn't the trailer look
comic book?
The Captain America trailer? Yeah. Does it look weird to anyone else that it's just 10 people fighting in an airport?
Yeah,
I was gonna say bad flight.
They shut down that whole.
You took the last peanuts.
Runway.
Yeah, really. There's someone on the tarmac going, "Fuck, I gotta make it Seattle. Fuck, no." Civil War.
Right here, we gotta have great if somebody started making Marvel movies that totally left the comics. Like hey, new movie. It's about a guy who invents a gun that could kill superheroes. And then it's just like one dude shooting superheroes with a gun. That's
pistol.
a movie I'd see. One pistol.
It's funny because
Call it American Sniper.
Lord of the Pistol. Or you can call it American Sniper.
that was kind of an episode of South Park. Wasn't there something where they got rid of... Man, maybe I'm remembering this wrong. An alien came, everyone got rid of their guns. So then an alien showed up with a pistol, and they were like,
they
no
did that
one,
on The
no one could
Simpsons,
do
too.
anything. And then, yes, Matt Stone and Trey Parker said, we finished the episode, and then someone went, oh, Simpsons did that. And it was like, you fucking kidding me?
Well, that started becoming a thing in South Park.
Oh, absolutely.
there
Yeah.
was an episode
And it happened
there.
again. It happened again, and Trey Parker was like, you're fucking with me. Don't do that joke around me. No, it's not a joke. They really did this. It's like,
They've
oh my
done it
God.
all.
Oh my God. And he's like, and I thought about ending the show. Anyway. But yeah. So, do that.
Anyways.
Damn.
Well, you know what? The Simpsons just ripped off the Flintstones, so...
Flintstones did it.
Flintstones
I'm gonna
did
start
it.
saying that. Flintstones did it. Did you guys like the Flintstones?
I did.
Yes.
I love the
I like
Flintstones. I love
Man,
the Jetsons.
not at all.
I like the Flintstones.
All that Hanna-Barbera shit. You know,
Well, were
there
you watching
some-
it as a child or as a grown-up?
as a child? I hated.
Just want to clarify.
No. I hated.
Did you like
Scooby-
watching it, but like you didn't love it? Or-
No. You don't really understand what you're saying.
I agree.
No, I hated Scooby Doo.
I love Scooby-Doo.
All that
I love
bullshit.
Scooby-Doo.
All that conveyor belt cartoon shit. It was like I felt like
Great
it's
stuff.
funny because even when I was a kid,
Animation lord here.
I knew like shows like Scooby Doo would never go outside of its comfort zone. Do you know what I mean? Like it was always kind of like, okay, look for this here.
Pull the mask
But
off
then I
and
would
right
watch
at the
Looney Tunes, and it was like they would go crazy. And only now that I'm older do I know. Oh, well, those were done by real cartoonists, and this Hanna-Barbera stuff was conveyor belt like
Yeah.
manufactured basically. But that being said,
I liked it all.
some of the early Hanna-Barberas were not quite like that, and they were pretty good.
I don't think there
some
was-
of the early Yogi Bear and even early,
love Yogi.
early
You know what?
beginning
I love
Flintstones was.
I'm just
was
gonna say
alright.
Hanna-Barbera is its own style.
Yes.
And yeah, there are shitty. They're just shitty cartoons from the '70s, and they all have the same kind of like not trying too hard look. But that's charming to me.
I think
I'm nostalgic for it.
I liked Looney Tunes and like Warner Brothers stuff
Yeah.
more. But when I was a kid, I just watched everything that was on TV that was animation.
Sure.
I had old cassettes of like Betty Boop and Heckle and Jekyll and like black and white cartoons.
I didn't like
and
all
that stuff.
Hanna-Barbera. But I did like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, and Scooby-Doo.
Well, I feel like there
Those
was
three,
like the '60s Hanna-Barbera, which is like, sorry, like Yogi Bear and all that stuff. And when we got to the '70s, things got real fucking
Yes.
weird with Jabberjaw.
Yes, that's
and
when all that
this
stuff
shit.
I think
It's like
Eric likes all that
Josie and the
shit.
Pussycats,
I don't like Jabberjaw. I do like Josie and the Pussycats.
Tomcat.
They go to space.
all that stuff. It's like this.
I was gonna say now. What's funny is, I agree that era of cartoons. It's like fucking whack.
they started doing fucking acid.
But I will say I do ironically kind of love a few shows from that time that were on the fringe of it, like Hong Kong Phooey and
I didn't
like that. I could get into that. I did Josie and the Pussycats to a degree.
Who was that
and,
gay panther that said exit
Snagglepuss.
stage left?
Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss. Yeah.
Great character.
Stuff like that.
Pepe Le Pew.
I like Pepe Le Pew.
Definitely not a
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera creation.
No.
Bugs
shit.
Bunny.
But I did like him.
Mickey Mouse.
Marvin Martian.
Goofy.
See, I didn't. You know what?
Homer
I,
Simpson.
I didn't really like Disney animation.
Really?
Disney Channel when I was a kid was a paid for thing, so we didn't have
that's
it.
true. That's true.
And I didn't really, like I would watch like Lion King and Little Mermaid and stuff when they came out, but really other than that, I wasn't into Disney animation. So
Yeah, the Disney animated shorts when I was a kid were well animated and stuff like that. But yeah, as a kid, I remember I would be like, just give me Looney Tunes. Because those would go really all out.
And then later on, I think before Cartoon Network existed, it was like Tiny Toon Adventures and all the stuff that would come up on Fox.
Yeah.
That was
I think Steven
Hanna-Barbera
Spielberg was a producer on that show.
On Tiny Toons?
What
Yeah,
about
Tiny
Yeah,
Toons.
yeah, he was.
Tiny
what was
Toons.
Yakko Animaniacs?
Yeah,
That was a
Spielberg
big
was
one,
on that too. Yeah.
That was a big one for me. And then when like Cartoon Network came out, it was
That
you
was-
started getting into the
I
independent.
remember
guys,
my
like,
dad sitting me down saying, "Hey, they're having a network now. It's only cartoons."
Dude, my dad did the exact same thing.
Hey, I was just going to say, my dad did that
That's
too.
crazy.
Whoa. And I remember being like, "What?" Like it was like the best thing ever.
I think it's because all of our dads knew, like, you know what, they like cartoons. I liked cartoons when I was a kid too. This would have been awesome.
Yeah, and
I think your dad just wanted to make sure, hey, there's a channel that's going to occupy you 24 hours
so
a day.
sit down and shut
Are
the
you
fuck up.
aware of it? Hey, I'm trying to do something and you keep talking to me. You know there's a channel full of cartoons, right?
Well,
Cartoons on right now.
it was a long time. My dad told me about it, and it was like a year before we got it on our cable provider.
Oh, okay.
And I remember my dad constantly giving me updates on like, hey, I hear Cox Cable might add Cartoon Network soon. I'm hearing. And then finally there was one day it was like, hey,
It's coming.
Channel 50, check it out. And it was like,
Yeah,
you're
Channel
kidding
50.
me. Oh my God. And it was on, and it was Down with Droopy D. It was a block
Holy
of Droopy
shit.
cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Which I loved.
I loved
Droopy.
remixed
did
the
love
Mine was
it.
Bumper.
I remember Top Cat was the first thing I saw on that channel.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Down with
Top Cat was
Droopy D
okay.
bumpers, weren't they like remixed animation?
Into
to,
Down
like,
with Droopy
yeah,
D.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, that's cool.
It was that, and I remember I hadn't, before Cartoon Network, I had not seen the old Screwy Squirrel cartoons. Do you remember that?
I don't think I've seen.
By the makers of Droopy, it is a character, Screwy Squirrel, and they were kind of a little more, like I say, edgy, but it was more like he would do more stupid stuff. They were old cartoons.
Oh, he
but
was just like a moron.
Yeah, and they would kind of push the envelope a little bit more. And I remember specifically there's an episode where he is friends with a giant bulldog and is trying to get away from him, but finally at the end, I'm remembering this, I know, pretty patchy, but he says, all right, fine, I'll be friends with you. And the bulldog goes, thanks! And he grabs Screwy Squirrel and turns around to hug him, and you just hear, oh, guess I need another friend. Like he crushed him to death, and it was just the end. Oh, wow. And then I read years later, it's like, yeah, they did not air that again. Like he gets completely
Well, that's
maimed.
like the one time I saw Tom and Jerry. Which one's the cat? And the mouse killed
Tom Cat.
the cat. Killed the mouse.
Yeah.
And that was the end. And I told my friends at school, and no one believed me. And then
Tom killed Jerry?
Yeah.
there's
In one
There's
episode?
one episode I saw it, and no one of my friends believed me that this happened. And
There's
then,
I don't know
also
if
one
I've ever seen
episode where Tom talks, I think.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
says something at the very end.
I like when they have a mammy character. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Where there's like a very
The housemaid,
stereotypically racist housemaid that
Do you know
always interacts
some of
with
those
them.
who have
like
aired,
their nanny.
some of those that have aired since, like every now and then they'll still air some of
Yeah.
those.
But there-
And
it's an
some of them have been
interesting look.
re-recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
The voice has been redone.
Yeah, they were put on DVD. They were actually put on Blu-ray, but in their regular form, and they were introduced. You know, I think it was like Leonard Maltin was
The
like,
world is better
Hey, these
when
are
that way.
Eric,
these
I'd like
are-
to rephrase.
The world is better.
I don't like that.
Sorry, as discussed earlier, this is raw. So
Go for
yeah.
it. The world's better.
It is.
I wish we could go back and re-record every offensive thing that's ever been recorded.
Yeah.
Ever.
wow.
Everything in the history books that's offensive, redo it.
Do it
That's a
over.
good idea. We'll just
Like,
re-record it every few years
Christopher
when we deem new
Columbus-
things offensive.
Christopher Columbus came over here and gave money to all the Native Americans and back rubs.
We gave them gold.
We bought the land legally, and then they said, all we want is this little, we're going to reserve this part for ourselves. That's why it's called a reservation. And it was nice, and it was just better. So tell your kids the truth.
No one was hungry.
Really happened.
Blankets were clean. It's a whole different thing.
Jesus, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go up on that cross. I want to. Do what you got to do. I'm
was sick of living.
keeping it positive.
He was sick of living,
Yeah.
and he wanted to die for our sins.
In fact, he probably just went up on the cross is more like a stage made out of
Yeah.
wood. He had a couple turntables up there.
He did a show.
He spun a couple records. And he's like, I'm out. Ascended to heaven.
Yeah.
That's nicer. Anyways,
No cave with a door.
that was
none of that shit.
that's fine, right? We can say that.
just
Is
a
that last
re-record.
sentence? We can do that. Checking.
Yeah.
It's raw audio, man. It's there.
It's
Sorry.
wrong. Oh, it's wrong.
It's
Whatever
raw.
happens, happens.
What is said is said.
It's just a nicer version of the
Maybe,
same
maybe.
story.
Yeah.
Cool.
Essentially, it's the same.
Let's talk about real quick.
What? Yu-Gi-Oh?
What happened?
No,
Okay, we
no,
won't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was gonna say on the subject of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh.
We can't talk about Yu-Gi-Oh.
He's kind of like the
similar.
ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh master.
Yeah,
Savior.
if he was here,
Okay.
he'd fuck us up in Yu-Gi-Oh. But I was gonna say something I never understood. I've talked about this on the podcast before. Big Italian family, all very Catholic, and the one thing I never understood, I brought up before how there was one time where we talked about like communion being real and not symbolic, and that was where I was kind of okay, whatever.
Real.
But that's a specific thing. Something that generally I never understood was I remember knowing people in school who maybe were Catholic or some other variation, whatever.
Yeah.
And you'd make a joke about Jesus, classic one. He's on the cross. He tells a little girl, "Hey, please take the nails out. Help me." She does it. She takes the nails out of his hands, and he goes, "The feet, the feet." Classic jokes
Never
like
heard
that.
He's falling over.
Never heard
Classic.
that.
Hey, if you're
Classic.
Italian, you're Catholic, you're hearing these jokes going here to there.
Okay.
So anyway,
What does Jesus put on a cracker?
But
Jesus
the
of
one
Nazareth.
thing. That's a good one.
Classic.
Classic.
This is classic
seminary
stuff.
Man, I'm
humor.
missing this.
But the
Seminary
thing that I
humor, get with
never
it.
understood was that there would always be people in school or people I remember, I won't say their names on here, but you guys know them, that would be like, "Oh my, come on, don't." And I always thought to myself, if you, at the maximum, you could believe in God, you don't think they know you're joking? Let's talk about the greatest forces in humanity. Love. I'd say humor's like pretty far up there.
Yeah.
And
to hell.
so let's say when
Dude's going
you
to hell.
die,
No jokes.
when you die, do you think you're going to be faced? We heard the fucking joke.
Yeah. Michael
That's it.
at
The
the gates.
feet.
No, who's
all right?
at the gates?
Pull the fucking lever.
Peter's
like
Peter? Who's at the gates?
that just never ever made sense to me in any capacity. That someone a being that could create the universe would go, "What did you say about me?"
The devil created jokes.
What? Oh, God! I'm
metaphysical.
sorry, God, the Creator Almighty of heaven and earth. It was a joke. It was. Sorry, I spit on you.
Oh, you did?
Oh my God! What? Oh myself? What?
Oh myself.
That was a joke. Oh, I've been pissed for 30 years.
No. Let me explain it to you.
Never.
He works
explain
in
it to you.
mysterious ways.
Because you're wrong and you're going to hell. Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
Fuck
God knows you're joking. He doesn't fucking appreciate
He doesn't
it.
like it.
He does not appreciate the joke.
Don't do it.
You can joke. God gives you free will.
You be judged.
You can go murder, but
Yeah.
you'll go to hell.
You know what?
You get a
I'm with
premarital
Derek.
The
on that
choice
one.
is yours.
I'm with Derek.
Murder,
You know how you
murder
get-
and a joke, I guess, are just not really.
No, now
even
see,
with
Derek's
me.
right. You're wrong. You're going to hell. See, you know how people come up to you and they tell you jokes and like they're not funny, and you go like, "Well, I guess I had to suffer through that." Imagine if it was like an entire
hears
planet.
everything.
Oh, so God is up there just rolling his eyes, going,
Yeah.
"All right, you make a joke."
Oh, the feet joke
It's
is
like
great.
it's like when someone in the chat joked about Derek and we said ban him.
Yep,
Exactly.
and that's how easy
That's
you
it.
get.
Now I get it.
Hey, let me tell you.
Now I get it.
The feet, that's God's arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
He hears it a million times
Oh,
a day.
I never thought of it that
And
way.
then
They're God
all right,
memes.
all right.
They're
God
God memes,
banned
bro.
from heaven.
That's right. These are
Because
God
he
memes.
hears all of them, he's fucking over it.
And to get back
dorks
up there,
in
you gotta
heaven.
make a new
Seriously?
screen name.
You're spamming God memes thinking he's up there fucking laughing?
He's
You're
not.
going to fucking hell.
It's not
I
being
am.
ruffled.
I get it now. I'm going to hell.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. See?
I get it now.
Told you he was wrong.
Listen to Derek more.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
so funny.
God
Yeah.
memes.
Well, it's not funny.
It's not.
Yeah. So
It's funny.
Maybe-
It's more just funny in the sense that I am
Hey,
damned.
I
Yeah.
heard though, if you're in hell and you're good with Tor, you can browse your way back in.
Oh, you can go in the dark afterlife.
dude, if
Backdoor entry.
if a hacker dies and goes to hell, can he still like get into heaven somehow?
It depends on how good of a hacker he is.
Can you hack hell? This is a fucking movie that needs to be made.
Dude,
No more Captain
Yeah.
America bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Can a hacker who goes to hell hack his way into heaven?
Dude, the encryption on heaven is a bitch.
How you gonna fool? How you gonna fool it?
They got St. Peter on every fucking operating system.
That's who it is.
Yeah, it's
that
like,
book.
dude, it's like at least 32 key
dude-
encryption.
You gotta be a hell of a script kiddie to
yeah,
get into that book.
yeah.
Firewall.
He
Yeah,
firewired.
You have to have
connects-
the holy script.
He puts USB 2 into his laptop and sticks the other one into
don't even have 3.
into the fleshy walls. Well, it's hell.
It's hell.
So he
Oh,
sticks into the
that
fleshy
is
wall.
Oozing
of
pussy
hell.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still using
I'm in.
SCSI ports down there.
Yuck. Yucca pucka scuzzy.
How do I hook up this printer? Oh yeah, there's a printer
Scuzz.
specific port. Are you fucking serious? What? You don't have Wi-Fi?
No, this is hell. Welcome to hell.
When you go to hell, it's an old computer. You try to hook up the computer, you find out one of the pins is eternally bent.
Oh, fuck.
Your BIOS jumpers.
to
missing.
hell.
Oh wait, this
You're
is
fucked.
DVID. I don't have that.
When you go to hell, you hook up the printer fucking perfectly. The computer still can't find it.
Yeah, that's here though.
Welcome
That's
to
not
hell.
even
Welcome to hell.
That's here.
Welcome to
Every
hell.
motherboard battery is totally drained, and the date never gets saved. All the BIOS settings are rewritten every time you start it.
It keeps saying it's 1984.
Yeah, it's fucked.
That is the one thing that happened to me during the Y2K situation. That was all bullshit, but I did have a couple things reset. I had my computer and my printer did go 1984, and I just, okay, and I fixed it.
Yeah. You know the best thing to come out of Y2K? Your brother's screen name.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out to Y2K Based.
Yep.
If you want to get fucked up on Street Fighter, give him a call.
Yep.
Give him a
Check
call.
that out.
Yeah.
Call
Now
him
we
up.
know
Call
a
him
lot
up.
of things. Rocco's going to hell.
I'm gonna go down to hell and smack up Satan and go back to heaven where all my homies waiting. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors this week.
Yeah.
We have sponsors. I want to thank the generous folks at Kickapoo. Kickapoo Joy Juice, the delicious nectar of a soda. Some call it a soda. Others call it. But, we were talking about Jesus. If I had the cup of Christ, I would fill it with Kickapoo Joy Juice. I would take a sip, and I chose wisely.
Jesus Juice was what they were going to call it, but then that whole Michael Jackson scandal happened.
Yeah,
They
they
call
were
it Kickapoo.
they were going to call it Jesus Juice,
Yeah. If-
and it was going to be called Drink Up Kids. That was going to be their slogan.
Yep.
They just replaced the wine at the communion with Kickapoo Sangria.
My church did it.
They did that.
Yeah,
That's
you,
good.
you must be going some outdated
because
bullshit.
that,
church,
that is
'cause
the
mine
blood.
does. Yeah.
I think that's the blood.
Go
Mine
see
does.
Pastor Michael.
We do, and we do. We're not doing the wafer. We're doing a Dorito.
Oh,
Give me a Kickapoo,
now
and then
we're
we
talking.
stay, and then we game all night.
That's a church I want to go to.
Yeah,
Cool.
we ain't praying. We're playing. Pray
Well,
station.
they'll be at the next con, Game Church. We'll see them.
Shut up and buy Kickapoo. There it is.
Okay.
Go to drinkkickapoo.com if you want to order it or find information on where to order it. It's on Amazon. I know you guys got Amazon accounts. Don't act like you don't. Okay, I know the truth. And then you can even find it at some Beverages and More stores. But follow at drinkkickapoo on Twitter, and they'll give you updates on where you can drink up, chug it, love it, and be above it.
You know
Or
what
be
you
above
need?
with it.
You need soda updates in your life, so
Yeah.
get on that on your
So
Twitter.
get on it. And there you
Honestly,
go.
they talk about us a lot on their Twitter. They
do,
tweet
yeah.
like our
Good.
our videos.
Like
They
it.
promote our
They've
videos.
been like mailing stuff to fans and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like someone was promoting them a bunch, so they sent them a free thing.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
fucking awesome.
Social media.
I think that Fago is outdone. It's played out.
Yeah, Fago's
Yeah.
done.
I want to see Kickapoo be embraced by ICP.
Yeah.
That's what I like to
agree.
see. I want to see Fago phased out and
Then we get
replace
the-
it with Kickapoo.
Dude, they should sponsor the next gathering.
So if you know anybody who rocks a hatchet, man, get a Kickapoo into their hands.
Yeah, buy him a case.
Get them off that Fago crap.
Send your
Wh-
friends out
while
to
you-
the store.
Kickapoo showers.
Tell them bitches to pick up some Kickapoo.
Let's try some.
Send your mama down to the store. Tell that bitch to bring home Kickapoo.
That's 3 times now.
That's 3 times. That joke was me last week too.
Now you're gonna
You
appear.
didn't like it then, for the record.
He came around.
Send your mama straight down to the store. Tell that bitch to bring home a Kickapoo.
Okay. All right.
He's quoting a thing. He doesn't feel that way.
I like it.
Okay. All right. There we go. Okay.
Before you head out,
Send your mama straight out to the store. Tell that bitch to bring home Kickapoo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. 5 times.
Okay.
How do you like that one, Sean?
That was the best one.
Right.
That's right.
before you head out to the store, also peruse shop.mega64.com.
Yeah.
Check it out. Friday we finally restocked our original shirt, our classic logo shirt.
Yeah, man.
It's back in stock. Also, a limited small number, not that many, of our iPhone 6 case, the glitch case, which was out of stock for a while. We found a little bit extra supply, so that's back up for a little bit.
Yeah.
But just for a little bit. But
Temporary.
we have plenty of other items too, so go check that stuff out.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Kickapoo.
Next week, do that 4 more times.
I will.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I will.
Hell yeah.
I will.
Hey, this week we put out yet another new show. Yet another new show came out on Friday.
Yeah.
Every Friday we've been debuting another little
Funny Factor.
bonus show, and we did another one this week. This week it was my turn.
Yeah.
I put out my show Blind Box. It came out on Friday. It's a show about collectibles, collecting, whatever. The first one was about figures and stuff like that. I don't think it's always going to be about that. I think it'll be different stuff every week. But this one started in kind of familiar territory. It was kind of the extension of something I was doing on my personal channel. I was doing a thing called Figure Update. This was kind of a more elaborate version of that. There was a part where I went to Garrett's house, showed
fun.
some of his collection.
I got a lot of feedback on my Twitter, man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know it aired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really busy this week, but then I just got hit with all kinds of compliments and stuff, so thanks everyone who watched.
I was going to say, I think maybe your stuff had not been filmed in that quality before.
No, it's been maybe bits and pieces. You've seen a shelf in my
Yeah.
room when we've shot some other video.
Yeah.
Or like maybe Frank's podcast.
Sure.
But
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but
I really I'm stoked with the format of the show. I hadn't seen any of the first half or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with all of these shows that we're kind of, it's the first time we've had kind of like sincere shit on our channel. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a skit or a this or that. You know, I mean, I guess this isn't, but even this, we're kind of still full of shit. But anyway, so we're still kind of learning things, and like, you know, I put this one out, and I'm already like, I already don't want to do it the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I watch it, and I'm like, the fucking shit with me at the table talking for, it doesn't, I don't want to do it that way again. You know, and like things like that.
That's really good that you want to.
It's just going to go over time and yeah, mold it to different kind of, you know, I don't want it to necessarily be so consistent. Right. So anyway, that's just me for this thing. But I'm sure with all of them, we're going to learn like, okay, this works, this doesn't.
Well, okay, so you announced that next Friday is going to be a Shawname.
Yes.
Those people were very excited. I got a lot of requests for doing a Shawname again, and thanks to everything, I'm able to do that, and now we can have it on the channel, and it's very cool, and people may hate it, people may like it, that's fine. But I'm not saying that I'm going to do a Shawname every time forever. Like, I have other ideas for different shows. Like, I think...
What?
What?
We never discussed that.
We didn't discuss that? Well, anyways, I'm not going to do Shawname forever. Maybe 1 week I'll do something different because I want to, because it's my show. This is his show. So,
This is his show.
Whoa.
sorry.
Going off the rails.
So
Already?
you're going to change the format.
Flipping the script.
I'm just saying that I'm going to change the format at some point.
Your show hasn't even aired yet, and you're
Yeah.
promising to change the format.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just-
we
no, what I'm
just
saying-
said
what
that.
the-
What are you doing, man?
Where did this come from?
What I am saying is that I am excited to have a monthly show that's mine, and I can do whatever I want with it.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, Rocket Sing's gonna change the things that he's going. I can change anything because it's my show. So, I'm excited. I'm very excited. That's
I
all
think
I'm
what he
saying.
means is like, you know, sometimes on the PPS I'll play a video game, but then other times I'll play a board game
Yeah,
with
like
all
that.
you guys, or a card game.
Sure.
Maybe he'll read a manga
Yeah.
and talk about Jessica in the manga.
I can do what I want to do. But anyways, next week is gonna be Shawname. So, and I did the show Bleach. So if you like the show Bleach or don't know the show Bleach, you should watch it beforehand and then.
Get access to that before his new show.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix. We're gonna watch it together on Netflix.
There's not that many episodes of Bleach out there, guys. You can probably watch them all this
I'll
weekend.
tell you it's in season 2 as well. So I'll tell you.
That's a huge show.
Is it?
Oh, like 300 plus episodes.
Yeah,
Is it really?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh wow.
We're gonna do one.
Yeah,
The best one.
I didn't see. But
But
that's
yeah,
the
and
thing.
then
the
change
best
it.
one.
But that's the thing. That's what's so great about Shawname. So
Yeah,
tune in.
stoked.
I'm very excited for next Friday's show.
Yeah, I think. Hey, I have so much fun doing it. I wasn't able to, and so I'm really excited to bring it back.
And then the Friday after that.
It's Direct Show, but we don't know what that is yet.
But
And I may
excited.
change it. 'Cause I can do anything.
You can. You really can.
I can.
Yes,
Might be crazy.
it could be. That'd be great.
I might take over Shawname.
Well,
If he stops doing it, I'll
you,
do it.
You could. I
What are you
guess.
gonna call it?
It's your show.
I'll call it Shawname. Yeah, I think a good show deserves a dedicated block of programming. So But I could
Garrett,
do anything.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You never know. So you have to tune in.
What the
to find
fuck was
out.
that?
Why'd you leave?
I don't know.
People are going to be leaving this podcast. People are going to be coming in and out. Don't worry about it.
I wanted to just let the discussion the business talk go on its own.
Yeah, on the podcast where
Yeah.
it belongs. I was gonna say one thing that's been going on lately that I feel a little bit bad about is this is always this time of year where we are working on a ton of videos and then kind of start stacking them up, and then in the spring they all kind of start coming out.
Right.
We're kind of in that phase right now, and so I feel a little bit. I always want to be putting out new videos and stuff like that. I feel a little bad because, like, when I put up my show, there's a lot of like people watching this right now know the score, but there are a lot of general people on our channel who are like, "What the fuck happened to the videos?" Like, like this is like replacing it, whatever. But we've been working. Even today, we're working on another video. Like very, very shortly, maybe even this week, possibly. I think. Our new videos are going to start coming out, and I think that will add a little better balance to, we have a cool new video and this extra show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Right now, it was kind of a lot of I put mine out, and it was kind of like, fuck, I waited all week, and you're talking about dumbass and talking about toys, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So I think that I'll be a little happier when that's in motion. But yeah. Other than that, that's it. I didn't really think I had anything else to say about it.
Personally, from someone who likes the figure and the collecting side of things,
Yeah.
I like that you show the figures and you talk about them on the table. Just giving you my input.
Sure. I still think that could be done better.
Yeah.
Than just they're all
could show
they're
the
all
figures
already
more.
there, and I'm talking for 15 minutes about it. I could do it. I could do that better. So
I hear you. But I'm excited to see what happens from every Friday from now on, because it's going to be a new thing every week.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, we're going to C2E2.
yes,
That has been
Yeah.
announced, confirmed.
yeah. Next week, a week from now,
Yeah.
I guess even sooner than that. But Friday, what's the date on Friday? March 18th. Friday, March 18th, we will be at C2E2 in Chicago. We won't be there yet. Kevin and Eric will. They'll be there Friday. Derek and I will be there Saturday and Sunday. Come visit us, and once again, we'll also be doing a meetup after the show Saturday night, 7:30, right outside the convention center in the hotel, all that stuff, in McCormick Square or whatever it's called. Most people probably don't even know the name of that place, but it's a grass area that's outside. So look for us there. Hopefully nothing else is occupying that space. I don't
Hot dog
know.
vendors.
Well, we already decided, the internet soldiers are going to form an army, and I think go on our probably like first op.
What?
The overtaking the hot dog cart operation that we discussed on the previous podcast.
Force them all out.
Oh, yeah. Well, we already started sending fans out there. You saw there's this whole rally the
Recon
other day
team.
in Chicago. And I'm
They're
pretty
scouting.
sure they were with us.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up.
They were forcing out a lot of hot dog vendors.
Yeah, really?
There's
Yeah, they were not happy.
they have a problem there.
Yeah.
Hot dog vendor problem.
Yeah. Huh?
But anyway, we'll be there Saturday night. At 7:30.
Everybody,
We'll do a meetup.
you're talking about Donald Trump, by the way. Everybody's so fucking stupid about that guy.
About Trump?
Yeah.
What? Spill the knowledge.
Okay,
on
look,
Trump for us.
nobody gets it. Everybody thinks they're so smart. You're all dumb.
Oh.
He's joking.
Oh.
It's funny.
He's the shit he says. He doesn't mean any of that stuff. It's a joke. That's all.
Oh, wow.
Just want to throw that out there.
I
Laugh
didn't
it up.
realize that.
Did
was
you
all
ever-
Yeah, I
jokes.
kind of didn't think about it that
Did
way.
you ever think for a second maybe Trump was fucking with you?
Yeah.
He's like the ultimate meme.
This guy was on NBC for like 10 years, okay? He knows how to fuck with people. He's hosted SNL.
Yeah, so he's like
He's a comedian.
he's a prankster.
He's
Basically like
Oh.
Ashton Kutcher
He's basically
doing fucking pranks.
he's just fucking with
Just
people.
a tribute.
Even if
It's
they,
seriously, no, you know what? It is a tribute. It's a tribute to America.
to the way it used to be.
yeah, America parody.
Oh, man.
I think it's good.
People think he's serious. People get so angry when he says all the stuff. It's a joke.
Yeah, nobody kind of can.
I just get scared when he says that stuff.
Take a
No,
joke.
it's funny,
Dude,
dude.
You get scared when you go see fucking Judd Apatow movie? Come on.
Sometimes.
Supposed
Pussy?
to laugh.
Oh man. Okay.
It's a comedy.
Okay.
Supposed to laugh.
God, because it was fucking. Okay.
Everybody's all like, "Oh, I want to protest Trump. Oh, he's racist. Duh, whatever." It's a joke.
Oh.
Yeah, take a joke. It's like someone in the chat says it's like Sam Pepper. I wish Sam Pepper was running for president. Cute little boy, want to just pinch
Imagine
his butt.
Sam Pepper
Wait a
in 50 years. Donald Trump. Basically, except
be.
Donald Trump's richer and
He's
more
like
successful.
a richer,
Prettier.
Sam Pepper.
More handsome.
But I wish they looked and sounded the same. You know what I mean? So that way you go, "Hi, thank you for electing me. I look at me hairline.
Is that Donald Trump meets Sam Pepper?
I've got golden locks, and I just pranked America with a little. I'm such a little cutie wootie.
Sam Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give up.
Beautiful.
And then he does like a first lady kidnap prank, where he just immediately, as soon as he gets rolled in the office, fucking shoves her into a trunk and locks it,
That
and
would
then
scare
throws her
Sean.
in a helicopter and it flies off, and he goes, "The Air Force One was in on me little pranky wanky."
You know what I,
I think
wish?
that'd be funny.
Donald Trump, I'm pretty sure he named his son Donald Trump Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it would have been better. Missed opportunity, Mr. Trump. You could have named your son Ronald Trump. And then if he was so much more fucked up than his dad, people would be saying, "God, I hate Donald Trump, but fuck Ronald Trump."
Yeah.
It would just be like
It fits.
They didn't
a
think it
perfect
through.
alliteration.
They didn't think it through.
It rolls right off the tongue.
If Ronald ever runs, are you going to be shitting your pants?
Ronald Trump, then I'm moving.
I mean, if Donald
then I'm
scares you,
moving
Ronald
to Canada.
It's all.
I'm
scary.
scared of
I
the
don't
one that
know.
talks like a vampire.
Oh God. Well, we're gonna have new stuff at C2E2.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
still talking about that?
Sorry, I just thought we should promote what we're gonna have there.
Well,
All right.
politics are
hey,
more important.
real quick, at C2E2 at our booth, again, our booth is booth 911.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Are you kidding?
What's wrong with that?
Are you
Shut
serious?
up. That's where we are.
Oh, you're gonna try to forget our booth number?
Yeah,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
Wow, fuck
Hey,
you.
Derek, I'm gonna never forget.
So
Ah, fuck you.
never forget that we're booth 911, and
Someone had to be it.
Look for booth 911. We're gonna we're gonna be inside it doing our jobs, selling stuff. And so even if you only have loose change, come by.
So dumb.
And but if you try to steal our merch,
Yeah.
we're gonna beam at you until you just want to melt.
I mean, we'll put a boot in your ass.
Don't
It's
Yeah.
just kind of the
steal-
MEGA64
yeah.
way.
Don't steal
Wow.
merch.
Did you work on that before? That was pretty well placed.
There is zero ground for that kind of accusation. I'm good at improv.
You guys
So
are both
anyway.
jealous. I think
But yeah.
both of them are jealous of him. Right
It's
now.
gonna be the most fun weekend in the world. We'll trade whatever you want to do in the building.
This is awful.
What?
Come by from all over the world, trade your currency with us.
These two guys,
Now you got him started.
us two towering over everybody there. We're gonna be just showing up and taking over.
That's right.
So-
Me and Kevin will be there too. We'll just be buzzing around, just kind of flying by you guys. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Now you got
Hopefully-
this guy started.
Can people take pictures with you guys? Because a lot of times when there's a third one, the pictures there's no photos of it, like an incident, and no one got a shot of it, which makes you wonder. But you guys will be there, right? Okay.
I'm not going to be there, Rocco. I'm going to be on another flight. I'm going over towards the Pentagon area or somewhere.
Oh, well, that sounds. You're going?
Yeah, I'm coming
Well, shit,
back.
let's roll.
Yeah.
All right. Well, United, the 93 of us, or however many, 6.
There's 6.
We're gonna be there, and it's gonna be fun. So visit us in Chicago.
What shirts are they gonna have?
Woo! We are going. Geez, this guy wants to fucking
Always with the
rush.
shirts.
I'm on your side now. I wasn't before. I'm
All
on your
this
side
guy is, he's always shirt.
Yeah.
Buy my shirt. I
wow.
need a shirt.
Mr. Salesman.
Are you working
over
with
here?
the fucking
Corporate.
artist?
Yeah.
Inside job
Man.
or some shit? Jeez.
Yeah, I made
Ram
that
it
one.
down their
That joke
throat.
got made at the very beginning.
well,
It was
I didn't fucking
it's like
remember
the first
it.
one. But anyway, yeah. Hey, at our booth, we're gonna have a new shirt we've never had before. Some people have seen this artwork before. I've gotten requests over time. Hey, I really would like that just on a shirt. Am I speaking for you? You could probably say this
No,
better.
you are, but that's fine.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry. I really
honestly,
like
what happened was we were at a convention, and John from Fangamer, which is a great site, who designs a ton of shirts, said, this design is awesome. This should be on a shirt. You should put this on a shirt. And I thought about it, and he's absolutely right. So we did. So this is the Rainbow 64 shirt. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
I love that design, and it was just on a phone case. Jason Cryer did the design, and I'm really excited about it. So that's...
You see that symbol all the time on like our Twitter, on our phone case.
Right,
on,
and I just
on
think
a
it
few
needed
different things.
to be on a shirt. So now it is on a shirt.
But we also have an exclusive poster that will only be at C2E2 at our booth. So come visit to pick it up. It is... I'm really excited about this one. That's right. Don't fuck with us. Because this is our Tough Guys poster.
Yeah.
Check this poster out.
Whoa.
Bam.
Damn.
Yeah, that's right. Chicago's toughest gang rolling through.
Wow.
Come pick up that print at our booth, and it's going to be good. You can get that for yourself at C2E2.
Yeah.
Anyway, come visit us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, before we keep, well, I mean, I guess it's been
We're
about
almost
an
there.
hour. Real quick, has there been anything? Have you been playing anything that has come out or anything new?
A little more Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But
Has
just
that, wait,
a
wait, wait.
little.
Has that been updated? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
With
I
the-
just
with
went
the
into
new stuff?
training.
No, I don't think so.
Still not. Yeah, I didn't see anything new, no story or anything. So I put both characters into training, and I was just learning some of the new fighters. I like Laura, the Brazilian Blanca replacement.
Yeah.
Laura, as I call her.
Do you miss Blanca, or are you like good, don't care?
I miss Blanca. That's why I'm trying to learn that character.
What do you think, Eric?
She's not like Blanca. She just happens to be from Brazil.
She happens to have
Sure.
the electric
No,
stuff, and
but-
she's from Brazil.
But do you miss Blanca, or you like fuck Blanca?
No, I want less original characters and more different characters.
Okay.
I like her.
Because I was surprised how many people told me they were fine Blanca was gone. And so I was just curious.
Dalsim's back though, so I feel like that's
Is
a
he?
nice trade, and I like Dalsim.
He was in 4.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dumb fuck.
Sorry, fuck me.
I'm getting
See, this is
fucking
why I
tired
left
of you,
before.
Garrett. Yeah, go and don't
Is
come
that
back.
why?
And drive off a cliff into hell. A hell of 1,000 cliffs to drive off of repeatedly forever. Never-ending cycle of hell cliff diving. Fuck you. I want to say something that Sean said long ago. Wait, maybe I'm wrong on this.
Okay.
Hold on. Did you ever play Nintendo NES Remix on the Wii U?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just picked up that game this weekend. So foolish. I kind of just saw the cover and I was like, oh, old NES games, cool. And I bought it, Impulse Buy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that. And I know I was, dumb to make an Impulse Buy and to not look into it. But I do feel like that cover is trying to sell you on this is old NES games.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit disappointed. So that's all. I've been playing NES Remix this week.
I can't speak to the cover thing because I think I got it digitally. But I liked it. I knew it was going to be that shit because it came out that game or NES Remix came out in Japan first. I knew what it was.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it for the most part. But I see what you're saying.
It was like $15, so it was an impulse buy. And because it was so cheap, I don't really regret it. But at the same time, I definitely thought I was buying something else. And I popped it in. I was like, all right, I'll play the original Zelda. Oh, it's Mario. Kill as many enemies as you can in 15 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do that, I suppose.
Sure.
I liked that game better. They did a 3DS version.
Really?
I liked that game better on 3DS. That was a fun, all right, I got 5 minutes to kill. All right, cool, done thing. I didn't like sitting at home playing it on a console. I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
So
Well, you
whatever.
know what?
Better as a little portable game.
I kind of set it down, and now that I'll just have to accept it's not the old games.
Accept your fate.
Accept my fate. I'll go back. I'll give a more proper review once I've had time to explore it. Sure. And in addition to that, I got Wolfenstein New Order based on our conversation last week.
yeah.
Yeah. So I played, the first level of that. I don't think it's fair to judge it based on the first level. So I'll let you know what I think in the coming weeks. But I'm playing Wolfenstein New Order. Finally, a little bit late.
Yeah, I know a lot of people out there love it. I was going to say... Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of old Nintendo games, though.
Yeah.
The one thing they did with this, as of this last Nintendo Direct that happened, Super Nintendo games are now on 3DS. this sucks because, first of all, it's great. Let me rephrase that.
Okay. Okay.
This is some more. You got to follow my logic. No.
Oh, great.
No.
Fuck.
Oh god. Dude.
No. I love that Super Nintendo games are on 3DS. I would rather play these older games on a portable than. I only have so much time at home to sit and play a console on a big TV or whatever that I don't want to spend it playing old ass games. I want to play new stuff when I have time at home. But I'm down with Super Nintendo games being on a portable that I could just kind of play whenever, play a few minutes here and there. So I love that Super Nintendo games are coming to the 3DS. But man, they not having any kind of like cross-buy or, Sony, it's like, oh, I download a PS1 game. Well, you can play that on your Vita.
Right.
You can download that on your PS3, on this or that. Man, Nintendo not having that means I've bought Super Mario World 14 and a half times. I've bought Mario World so many times. But I did.
Hey, is it only for the new 3DS or?
I think so.
That's dumb. Come on, guys. No.
They said to emulate it perfect, they needed a stronger system.
That sounds like
that's
some
why they said it.
bullshit.
I think it's bullshit.
To me.
That's what they said.
A stronger system. How strong was the Super Nintendo?
Very.
Was it?
Super. It's a super.
It was.
How strong is it?
It was
the 3DS, the not new one.
It was the Super Nintendo was stronger than the console that could do 3D. So just think about that.
I just crack up because you can put old DS games into a 3DS and they will play. Those are in 3D. Those are another system, and it can play those.
I just say you didn't want to do it because you wanted more money.
Yeah.
Don't assume I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
People are saying like, I can get Super Nintendo games to run on my Apple Watch. But anyway,
Way stronger than the 3DS. What do you want?
Now, to be fair, I saw a lot of people saying, I had all these on my PSP. Like, you could hack it and put ROMs on it. Those fucking crash all the time. To be fair, I'm not defending their decision to make it only on the new 3DS, but, like, some of that shit is janky. Admittedly.
Yeah.
But that said, that was not needed. I think that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
But I mean, I played through Mario World. Here we are.
Wow.
The one thing that I will also say is funny is that Sega has been doing these re-releases on 3DS of their classics, like Streets of Rage and stuff like that, even Sonic. And they're actually going through and meticulously adding 3D to them, and they look amazing because these old Genesis and Super Nintendo games have these like parallax backgrounds that would scroll past you as you're going this way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the way that they handle 3D is awesome. The backgrounds are way off, and the characters are right here, and it just looks like it's not even popping out. It's that you have a deep picture. It looks like it's really tangibly there. It looks awesome, and I'm just like, man, Nintendo has all these classics, and you download these classic games, they're not in 3D. Like, they are just straight up, like, a port of the Super Nintendo games. And I'm like, man, these Sega games have that, and Nintendo just doesn't, I don't know.
It can't handle it, and it's not even in 3D.
No.
I mean, I don't play with 3D on anyways, honestly. Sure. But that at least give me the benefit of the doubt. It's not even fucking 3D, and you saying that the new one can only handle it?
Sega put out an article about like how much work it was to go back and like stage these games again in 3D. So it's not like they could just hit a button and do it. I get that.
No, I know. That's
but I would just think Nintendo would do that for their classics. Like, hey, honestly, they could even charge more money if they wanted to. Hey, next month Super Metroid is coming out, and we gave it a complete remaster. It's in 3D. I mean, the picture goes in super deep and all that. That would get a few bucks more from me. I would go like, wow, that's like worth it. As it stands, I want to play these games portably, but I'm just surprised they don't do that. I don't know. That kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
But that's all I want to say about that.
Well, I didn't play any games, but I'm gonna play games next podcast. That's my promise to you guys. Not you, but them. That's my promise to you guys. So. Thank you for watching.
Is it over?
Come join us at C2E2
great story
in Chicago Check out the rainbow
I had
shirt.
the best story. To
And
tell.
check out that new exclusive poster. And thank you for everything. Peace,
I've been waiting this whole time to tell this badass story,
love, and positive vibes.
and I'm not telling it on the after show, podcast or nothing.
Good night.